All right. So in the last session, we were discussing about area plots, and I told you that if you want to draw an area plot, a vertical area plot, then you have to determine one x coordinate value and two y coordinate values. So there you can see one x coordinate and two y coordinate values. So x is x, y1 is equal to y1, and y2 is equal to y2. So area plot is viable only when there are two y coordinates. So in case of you want to draw a vertical area plot, then you have to go with this two y coordinates. In the similar way, if you want to have an horizontal area plot, so the function is h area. In h area, there will be one y and two x. All right. Now, since you want your plot to be placed horizontally, then it's important that there would be two x coordinate values and one y coordinate values. Okay, so that you have to see how you want to represent your the plot in your presentations, or for decision making of a better visualization, that you have to think, and accordingly you can give the command for either the horizontal area or the vertical area plot. So that is right there, simple. Fig.h area is the command that you have to use. Okay, now since we are having two x coordinates here, so we have x1 and x2. Earlier we were having y1 and y2 in vertical area plot. Then let's talk about circle glyphs. Before circle glyphs, let us see the working of this vertical area and the horizontal area. So this is vertical area plot. So the necessary plotting, okay, imports that you need to do from Bokeh.plotting. Then these are the x and y coordinate values that you need to mention. Now since this is a vertical area, so there would be two y coordinate and one x coordinate. Then you need to define the fig.v area. So x equal to x, y1 equal to y1, and y2 equal to y2, because there are two y coordinates. And in the similar way, for an horizontal area, this is for the horizontal area. So we have, if you see, we have one y and two x coordinate values, and this will give you the horizontal area. So the function is h area here. So let us first run the v area function, and let's see what output comes. So that's the v area. Again, the toolbar is right placed at the same location. That's a by default setting. And then the h area, the horizontal area, where you have specify two x coordinates and one y. So if we run this, then we what we get is a horizontal plot. Okay, so you have to see how you want to showcase your visualization. So let's come back, and let's move ahead to circle glyphs. Now, circle glyphs are very very popular in bokeh, and there are a lot of ways you can represent them. Like you can have a plain circles, you can have circle cross. So every inside every circle there would be a plus sign, or there would be a circle underscore x, which will provide a cross in the sense, x cross through the center. Like for example, if you see this visualization, if you can see here, this is plain circles. All right, this is with the x mark or the cross mark, and this is with the plus mark. So different parameters you can provide, different the way you want to showcase, you can do that. So with the that is these are the circle glyphs. Okay, very exclusive feature of this bokeh. So circle glyphs, there are three, as I have mentioned. One is the circle, which will add a circle glyph to the figure. So you need x and y coordinates of its center. The center, see, you have to mention only the x and y coordinate of the center. The circle would be around that center, so you have to give the required dimensions. Then there's a circle underscore cross, so it would again add a circle glyph with a plus sign through the center. So that is a different. There would be a plus sign through the center. And then finally, the third one is circle underscore x. So it would again made a circle glyph, and again there would be an x cross, not the plus, an x cross through the center this time. So three type of circle glyphs that one can go through. Okay, and accordingly, all the three functions have been very well defined. So in the single figure only, I have placed all the three functions. So this figure is showcasing all the three: the plane circles, the circle with a plus mark in the center, and the circles with the cross mark or the X mark in the through the center as well. So again, the necessary import, whatever we need to do, needs to be done. Then the figure dimensions or the figure parameters, the label and all that stuff that you need to mention, or you can leave it on the graph as well. So again, plot dot circle. So it will give you the circles only. So you have given the required dimensions. Okay. So for the first circle, it is x1, y3. So you can say the center is x1, y3. For the second circle, the 2 and 7. So x2 and y7. This is the center. So the second circle is around the center. And third is 3 and 5. So this is how it is made. The size you have to mention because according because x and y. See, you are mentioning only the coordinates of the center of every circle. Okay, only the coordinate of the center of every circle. So what would be the size of the circle around it? That you have to mention. And accordingly, the circle would be designed around that center. And again, you can give color specification as well. Like for example, I have given it red here. In the second case, you have dot circle underscore cross. So it will introduce a cross in a plus mark in the center. So again, you have to specify the center coordinates only. You have to specify the size, the color, all right. And alpha basically is for the darkness, the level of darkness that you want to showcase in the glyph. Okay, you increase it, the darkness levels will increase. And then the line width. Okay, what is the width of cross you want, that also needs to be mentioned. And then finally, the x mark. Again, you have to give the x and y coordinates of the center. Again, I am repeating, these x and y values are basically the center coordinates of every circle. Okay, again size, again color, we have mentioned green here. Again alpha factor, so that will the lightness, the darkness of the color, and then the line width, and then finally the show plot. Okay, so if you do that, this is what you will see. All the three type of circle glyphs that I have produced, I have placed in one single plot. Okay, and that really makes your your plotting cool, very cool, as a as I feel actually. Then there's a lot of other things that you can produce. So before we move ahead, let's go into the interface and let's see about few about circle glyphs first. So this is for circle glyphs. Now, as I told you, that three things are viable. So one is you can have a simple circle. You need to only specify the x and y coordinates of the center of every circle. And similarly, you can have circle cross, circle x mark. All the three are there. See, you have to only give the coordinates of the center of every circle and the size of the circle you want. Everything would be automatically done. You have to simply give the parameters. And see, that's where I discussed initially as well. That's the power of using Python. Python is so easy. It's such a general scripting, such general, English scripts you have to write. You only need to know the parameters that you have to fix. And once you know that, there is no rocket science that you have to, develop codes or write a very, functions or programming languages and all that, big sort of stuff. That is not there. And that is where uh, that's why Python becomes so popular in over a period of time. Okay, so that is how we can place a circle glyph. And so if I run this, we can see that we will get the required plot. The same plot I have showcased in the slides as well. So this is the same plot that you can get. Again, the toolbar as you can see on the right. Okay, you can change the position of toolbars as well. This is the default position. So we'll come to it later how we can change the respective position of the toolbar. And then there is a rectangle, again a different type of glyph after circle. Rectangles, we have two options here. One is that you can draw a axis aligned rectangle, and the other is you can draw arbitrary rectangles as well. So in case of arbitrary rectangle, which is on the right side, you can see, in case of arbitrary rectangles, you have to specify the center point, width, height, and angle, and the rectangle would be formed accordingly. In the axis aligned, you have to specifically mention the entire detail. So there would be a proper axis aligned rectangle that would be shown on your screen. So we'll go into this detail in the next session. And till that session, keep practicing, keep plotting, and what I say, happy plotting.